BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people. For charting your own path. For choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else. Because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU. Power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join. Federally insured by NCUA.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. Thanks for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast. Want more? Check out the greatest podcast in all the land, The Podcast. Be sure to subscribe and listen to a brand new episode every Tuesday night.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Who Sucks Less coming up first time for a few emails from the Men's Room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
That one from our question, who started the fire? How bad was it, guys? When I was about 4, my dad was pulling me and a couple neighbors around the backyard on a sled. My mom was inside cooking, and as she reached across the stove, she caught her housecoat on fire. She comes outside running and yells for my dad. So he runs up, throws her down into the snow, and rolled her to put the fire out. The neighbor kids thought that my dad was beating up my mom and ran home. Love the show. That from Jay. Moving on to the birthdays. What do we got here? Happy birthday to our son, Austin. He turns 20 today. He's been a great kid, and now he's turning out to be a really great person. Not just saying that because he's ours. Lots of love. That from Mom and Dad. Give Austin your penis. It's too small. 20 years old. Matella, today's my best friend Charity's 32nd birthday. She listens daily while out on her routes. Can she get a what the F, bro? Your penis is too small. And the Dirty Germans talking about delivering packages. Thanks so much. Love you guys. Rock on. That from Diz.
Oh my God! What the is that, bro?
Yeah, you want us to deliver packages. I believe we'll be bringing 2. We will deposit them directly in your vagina box.
Yeah. The funny thing is we love delivering these packages, driving around in the big truck. And we leave a smile across your face, too.
Yeah.
Because our color isn't orange.
Throw my package on your lawn.
Yeah. Can you let me in? I have a package for you.
Jesus. I'll put this through your mail slot.
So, does the other delivery boys not come through the back door?
All the guys, and greetings from sunny Orange County, California. Today's my big 40th birthday. Ted messed up my birthday shout-out last year.
All right.
As he confused me with a girl from Baltimore. Even though Miles told him no. Also, can I get Captain Crunch and some inspiration from Miles? Cheers, guys. That from Jen.
Ooh. Ahoy there, Jen. Well, I saw your picture on the email earlier. Today I'm going to do something that we call the mascot world that you can't say. You see, I follow my nose because my mouth will follow. Crunch Berries.
Okay. Jen, here's a deep thought I've had. When I go to my grandmother's house for the holidays, my grandmother always insists we use her fine china for the holiday meal. And I always just sit there and think, what do people in China call their nice dishes? I had another one for Jim, and I wasn't sure what I had 2. This was short and sweet, though. I like this one.
Okay.
I like this one better. A cop pulled me over and said, papers? So I said scissors and drove away.
Oh, no.
All the Majolas want to wish my bro Taylor a very happy 40th birthday today. How about your penis is too small and a Leroy Jenkins? Maybe some of those dirty Germans telling him how to do laundry since he works for a linen service. Thanks. That from Russ, the solar lumberjack.
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, the most important thing about doing laundry, if you're doing it with the dirty Germans, is just ignore all the semen stains on the pillowcase.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. It takes forever, but we prefer to have ours blown dry.
Yeah.
Yeah, not hang dry, nothing's dryer. Just blow it dry.
Let's say, guys, I was hoping you give a birthday shout out to my buddy Eric at LKQ Delivery in Sumner, Washington.
Ooh.
All of us drivers listen to your show every day. You guys really keep us going out there. Today's his 46th birthday. Was hoping you could give him an inspirational birthday shout out from Miles. And of course, your penis is too small. LOL. Thanks, guys, and have a great day. That from Jeff. Okay, I thought of this one. Do you know how you're using a vacuum cleaner? And you'll get a string around the front, but you can realize it needs to be it's not going right. So this on this tip, okay? This is a deep thought. Eric, here's your deep thought of the day. When you are vacuuming and you realize you need to clean out your vacuum cleaner, then you, yourself, become a vacuum cleaner.
Damn it.
Think about it. Bartolo's, my brother Dave, turns 53 today. Can he get the quartet fish sandwich? What the F is that, bro? And a few of Thrill's shotgun gets. Rock on, bitches. Thanks for everything you do. That from Jeff in Everett.
Can I get a fish sandwich? Oh, you know I gotta eat right. Oh, brother, can I have a fish sandwich? You put the cheese and the tartar on the side.
Oh, my God! What the is that, bro?
Get. Hey, guys. Today, my husband Ray is 55. Hoping you guys could give him a little kid fish sandwich and a suck-it-up cupcake. Thanks for making us laugh every day. That from the lovely Debbie.
Fish sandwich.
And a suck-it-up cupcake.
Why didn't you play?
So,
Yeah.
suck it up, cupcake.
All right, guys, here you go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Yas are Dirty Germans, brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Thank you, Mom. A couple extra emails. Ted, I think this is yours. We had an email, someone saying, hey, where do you go drink in Port Townsend?
Correct.
And you said, I'm not sure.
I wasn't sure on that
I
one.
haven't really spent any time there.
Yeah.
Guys, I just caught the question from a listener you guys had the other day about asking Ted where to drink in Port Townsend. Yeah. So anyway, the saws we're running at the shop here. There are a great selection of bars and bartenders all over town. Really cannot go wrong. But I wanted to point out that you can also contact a variety of producers directly for a great experience as well. A distillery, a few wineries, 3 breweries, some cideries, a meadery just in the immediate area, not to mention more nearby on the peninsula. Thanks, guys. That from Jake.
Cool.
Subject of a home
Do you feel
invasion.
like those are separate?
What do you mean?
I feel like if somebody goes, hey, where's a good brewery to go to? I send them one. But if you said, hey, I want a cool bar, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know why. Because they both serve alcohol, they both serve food. But I always think of going to I don't know. I just think
a
of
brewery
different.
to me is I'm sitting outside on a picnic table and it's summertime and I'm drinking a cold beer. Or if I go there in the wintertime, I have a specialty beer.
Right.
But but you get to sit out. But I prefer when I can go someplace and also eat some food. So typically what I'll do is end up in a restaurant that just has a great selection of beers.
Yeah.
just because I want to eat. Home invasions. Fellas, Eric here in Kansas City. The guy whose tailgate Mike stood up to learn about the Holocaust. Still hurt,
He's
man.
hurt, Mike. He's hurt, man. He crushed him.
Says he's still hurt. Wow. Anyway, when I was in college, we had a typical college house, 5 dudes. One morning, my girlfriend and I leaving for class, and I heard the back door open. Thinking it was maybe my roommate who did that when he came home from his girl's place. Come to find out, an older mentally ill woman had wandered away from her nearby home and decided to come into our house and takes a seat in my roommate's laundry hamper. By the way, she was rocking the Winnie the Pooh look. T-shirt, no underwear, or pants. Ooh. Eventually, the cops located her family. They were actually looking for it. Thanks, guys. That's from Eric in Kansas City, who says, P.S. All of you are welcome to tailgate anytime you want with us for a Chiefs game. Even you, Mike.
Okay.
That's just a harsh one.
Yeah.
I'm the guy who had a tailgate. Mike stood up to go to a Holocaust museum.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, you don't go from, and granted, it's great. You got to know history. I respect it. But I mean, tailgate, fun. Learning one of the saddest parts of history.
Heavy.
Learning more about one of the saddest periods in history.
Very extenuating circumstances, boys. I'm not proud
Maybe
of it.
that's why you weren't invited to birthday parties.
Maybe.
Like, Mike's a bit of a buzzkill.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, where are you going for your...
Good call, Mike. We
Where are you
should
going
totally
from
do
your honeymoon? Poland, Auschwitz.
Yeah.
Mike. It'll be a great trip.
Oh, fun.
Coming up, we'll drink and toast with a shot of the day, but first...
Now, the men's room wants to know who
Sucks Less!
Hey, time for Who Sucks Last. Steve and Thrill Hill, you bring us 3 stories from the news each and every week. They all suck. It's up to us, though, to determine which one of the 3 stories sucks the least. Now, if you happen to follow KISW on Twitter, the debate is already underway on Who Sucks Less.
Yes, indeed. And, as always, man, we will put all of these 3 up there for you to decide who sucks less. Let's start in Florida, where a large group of people broke into an $8 million home and used it to throw a party. That included trying on the owner's clothes and jewelry. Attendees also staged boxing matches amid all the expensive furniture and art. Now, no arrests have been announced, but videos that were posted on social media shows that dozens attended after seeing promotional flyers in the area. So again, it's not even like one person broke in and invited their friends. They knew they were going to break in, posted flyers, joined us for this party. Well, a lot of people did. The cops say, well, since then, videos are circulating on Snapchat, Instagram, and other social media platforms with some of the highlights, including where some of the people turned the foyer, again, of the $8 million home into a boxing ring. Now, investigators did not provide a damage estimate or even list the items that were taken from the home, but videos and photos recorded during the event, they're being used as evidence because a lot of these young folks that attended the party also posted it to social media to show them having a good time. So again, $8 million home, they break in, they have a party. Now, almost exactly 1 year ago, a 27-year-old woman named Lucy Ray, she was in the news after she climbed into the spider monkey enclosure at the El Paso Zoo and started feeding them Cheetos. Now, she hopped a fence, swam across a 3-foot moat, and hand-fed Cheetos to 2 different monkeys, and someone got it on video. Well, she got arrested for criminal trespass, but still claims she did nothing wrong and refuses to apologize. Her defense seems to be that the zoo didn't have a sign that specifically said you can't jump in and interact with the monkeys. She claims they were super excited and happy to see her, but zoo officials, they say, well, actually they were freaked out and very upset from what they saw in the video. And obviously the special diet they're on does not include junk food. Now, Lucy was working as a legal assistant at a law firm when this all happened, and they fired her for it. She says she's still upset that some news outlets claim that she was feeding them flaming hot Cheetos. She says no, they were just regular ones. But again, they didn't post. That's what she's mad about. And the zoo did not specifically have a sign that says, do not jump the fence, swim across a moat, and feed Cheetos to the monkeys. So she does have a point. And then finally, we talked about this, I want to say last week or maybe the beginning of this week. A woman in Texas, she was charged with a felony after spitting on a corpse at her funeral home during a viewing. Lori Lynn Hines, she's 51 years old, walked into the funeral home, walked straight up to the casket, and spit on the corpse. A witness on the scene said that Hines had animosity toward the family of the person in the casket. Well, no goddamn kidding. She proved that, but she was arrested. They obtained a warrant for her arrest, and she was arrested earlier this year. Okay. So you got the kids who threw the party.
God, this is hard.
But the thing with that is, I don't know who's responsible for throwing the party. Most of the people that attended, I don't think they necessarily knew.
I think it's more the people who ransacked the place. Obviously, as far as
they stole stuff,
the worst of them.
Yeah.
Oh, man, Ted, I'm struggling here. Okay, look. I hate the fact that the woman who broke into the zoo in El Paso still thinks that she's in the right.
That's what,
because you know this person, and you maybe not know them, but you've met them before.
Yeah,
and you hate that person because they suck, and they think that they can do whatever they want as long as there's whatever. You can't break into someone's home and throw a party. You got some big B's.
And then they push them on social media.
You put flyers up. Well, the people in attendance probably did not know. You're putting up flyers, which means like if there's a party and you show up, you might be on social media, you might be posting on social media because no one said, hey guys, we broke into this mansion to throw this party.
Right.
All you know is party is right here. We've been invited.
High school kids, right?
Let's go.
I want to high school, maybe young college. It's hard to tell. Right. I think it's just a mix of that rough age group. So say probably 17 to 22, right?
Yeah, I'm with Miles. If I saw that flyer,
you just assume that it's everything's fine.
They rented it or something.
At this address, right? Because you know the neighborhood. You'd be like, oh, hell yeah, man.
And did they just take pictures with the owner's jewelry and stuff, or did they steal it?
Some of the stuff was stolen, right? Some people just trying things on. Other people stole things.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you were just hosting fights in somebody's mansion, even though you broke in, but like people weren't stealing and gripping stuff, I might let that one go. I think we can agree. Sorry, the woman in Texas sucks the worst.
I guess I'm going to go Cheeto monkey feeder. I think Cheeto monkey feeder, even though I cannot stand
Cheeto
her.
monkey feeder. Okay.
As a person.
You're saying she sucks the least?
Yes, I still hate her guts. She is also attractive, which is problematic because I can look past that and still hate her guts. Which is hard to do when you're
But you
good-looking.
said she was a legal assistant as well,
She
right?
was a legal assistant at the time that she started feeding the Cheetos to the monkeys.
I just hate people who don't believe that rules apply to them.
Well, again, as she pointed
That's
out,
why I drive the speed limit.
there's no sign that said, hey, don't jump the fence, swim a moat, and feed the monkeys junk food.
See, and I could go either way just depending on how I look at it. Situationally speaking, I agree with Miles. The gal with the monkey, as far as damaging, okay, it's not... Don't ever do that.
Right.
But it's not the end of the world if these monkeys have a couple Cheetos.
Sure.
Personality speaking, I gotta go with the woman in Texas just because there was already something personal with this corpse. Right. Now, I'm not advocating it. I'm not saying what she did was classy. I'm not saying what she did was okay. I'm just saying that between throwing a party in somebody else's house that you busted into, or acting like the rules don't apply to you and still insisting that you did nothing wrong at all, the woman who's already got a beef with a dead person and spitting on their corpse is somehow...
Look,
But the woman in El Paso, look, you guys might not like, and I'm not saying I like these type of people, but also, she's right. Like, she knew enough. Like, right, there's no specific sign.
There's
like,
not.
So she's sticking to her story. Here's the issue with the woman in Texas. Mike, I hear what you're saying. Yeah. But also, there's not many times I'm this person, like, oh, I'm going to punch somebody. You spit on the corpse of somebody I'm related to. Like,
it's on.
Right, like, that there is going to be trouble.
Also,
at this funeral home.
But if I turn to you, go, Ted, they molested my daughter. You go, oh. So we don't know... I'm not saying that what I'm saying is we also don't know the reason for this person's anger. This person might have been responsible for beating their mother while they were growing up.
He also could have been the person who told her, hey, don't feed Cheetos to monkeys. You know what I'm saying?
But you're right. That's the ultimate. I got to go woman in El Paso at the zoo.
Right, like, I get it, we don't like her, but in the end of this, right. I mean, look, I almost went for the group of kids, but it's like, they broke into the mansion. Like, if you had rented it and threw a crazy party, I would have taken them sucking the least, but I'm like, the one in El Paso, trust me, I'd be like, you suck at life. But technically, she knows enough at being a legal assistant, and they weren't flaming hot.
And that's what she's mad about.
Debate continues on Who Sucks Less if you follow KISW on Twitter. You are listening to The Men's Room.
99.9 KISW. The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
All right, coming up here in minutes, we'll drink and tell us the shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. First, quick check out with Mike Hawk and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
All right, a body modification addict in Mississippi is being called a human gun after showing that he can shoot pellets through a hole in his chin.
Wait, what now?
Yeah.
So he intentionally got this done for that purpose, I'm guessing?
I don't know if it's for that purpose. I wonder if he just wanted
discovered that he could?
Yeah.
Like shooting a ping pong ball out of the...
Right, I think he just wanted like a ring or some sort of piercing through his chin there, and then he just figured out that, you know what, if he grabs a little pellet, he can maneuver it to where he can fire that bad boy right out of his chin.
Anyone who's listening to this broadcast right now, if you're a comic book artist, make him a superhero.
Yes.
The human gun?
Yeah, to shoot bullets out of his chin, dude.
The human gun sounds cool.
He also doubles as a Pez dispenser.
Right. During the day, he gives kids candy. At night, he's a crime fighter that shoots bullets.
You can see him just poorly putting those things in.
Right.
Damn it, these things are so hard.
Kids in Quebec are wearing radar panels on their backpacks to tell drivers how fast they're going in an effort to get them to slow down in school zones. A well-placed cop tends to help that situation.
Cops work better. How many times have you driven by like those digital speed limit signs and the speed limit's 25?
Sure.
And it starts blinking and flashing going to 47 and nobody slows down.
Not a one, no.
If there's a cop, you go the speed limit.
Man. See the signs that flash the red and blue lights?
Yeah, I know.
So those work, I think, a little bit better. Because they look like, oh, God.
Because it looks like a cop.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody's terrified that they're going to start taking pictures.
Right. Man, my dad, and he notoriously, dude drives fast, but I remember we had the old Pontiac Grand Am, big-ass car. It's late at night. Me and my brother starting to doze off in the back seat, and he's probably going, I don't know, like 90. That's like his average anywhere, right?
Yeah.
And we wake up to the velocity of us slamming into the seats in front of us because he saw a cop.
Yep.
And just to slow down to 55 in the, 200 yards we had before we got to the cop. Basically, we went screeching by the cop, but we were screeching at 55.
Oh, yeah. Man, the last time I was coming from my old man's place to work, I was driving down Auburn Enumclaw Highway. There's a spot where the road dips down. And I went over that bad boy doing about 64, 65 and a 50, and I jammed on my brakes. Clever cop sitting down there. I'm rolling by, kind of giving him the side eye. He's staring at his phone like, thank God.
Yeah.
We're good.
I remember my father in New York State, I don't know if they still do this, but if you get certain things in your ticket, whatever, you have to go back and retake driver's ed, right?
Yeah.
So that's one of your and this pissed him off. But I'm like maybe 10 years old, and you don't know a lot about the world, but somehow you just know when someone's made a mistake. So my dad's doing 47 and a 25, gets pulled over, but the cop walks up and says, hey, you know why I pulled you over? My father's like, why? I said, well, you're doing 47 and a 25. My father's response, so? You've never seen a cop write a ticket so goddamn fast. And I'm just sitting there like, man, I've never had to interact with cops, but I just feel like that was the wrong response, man.
You say that when you know you're going to get a ticket anyway.
He just straight up, so?
Jesus, man. All right,
just
double down.
I know.
God.
The worst is when you're on the highway and you just see one pull out and it's like, God, is it coming for me?
Yeah. I've gone over a hill one time and saw their brake lights, and then all of a sudden I see that quick flash of the reverse lights as it's pulling into drive.
Yeah.
Like, son of a bitch. Yep, that's for me. A new study found that multivitamins and supplements are a waste of money for most people.
Yes.
Man, just eat right.
I mean, right? It's like the pill's going to help you lose weight, all this stuff.
Right. And it says most people, we get it. There's people out there that need the multivitamin. There's people that need the supplement. But
sure,
most of us don't.
The problem is just for a while, everybody was on all these different supplements and everything. And then, right, Miles, because we talked about it, there were some reports came out like they were made all in the same factory. And like, you couldn't tell, like basically.
They're all the same thing.
Right. They were kind of all the same thing and placebo and this and that.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Despite having started yesterday, 6% of the country says summer doesn't really start until July.
Well, here,
yes,
I mean, definitely
Hey, we're getting some blue break out here.
You know what it is? I think it's the way you equate things. Because look, I think
it's wait all day.
I think it's just July 4th means summer, right?
Sure.
That's your first.
That's your summer holiday.
Look at it like this: fall officially starts like late September, right? Somewhere between the 19th and 22nd.
Still too warm. Still not raining enough.
Once Labor Day's done, it's fall. Right, once football season starts, it's fall.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. Like I know it's still summer. They're playing NFL football. It's fall.
Right there you go.
I think the other problem is too. Frankly, it's like kids just got out of school.
Yes,
right. So it's like it's summer, but when you still got to go to school, it's not summer. Like to me, like right, if you're a kid, like school starts or summer starts when you're out of
when you are done with school. They forgot to get all right. So Monday, and I said this. Monday I get up, and I never get up before the kids on the weekend. Just doesn't happen. But I get up Monday. The kids get up about 8:30. I'm already walking around, drinking a cup of coffee. Both of them asked separately, why are you up before us? Because I said, because I have to go to work. You are on summer break, not me. It happened again today. But the kid, I got dry, take a shower. I'm getting ready to leave for work. Come here, man, give me a hug. And like, where are you going? I'm like, what? Jesus Christ, we just had this conversation 2 days ago, guys.
I think he's old enough for a summer job.
If you do really well in school, you too will work for the rest of your life.
That is a fact. That is a fact.
And July is the summer month, right? Because like you get into early, mid-August. Like if you play like a fall sport, you're already doing that.
Right,
so you're not in
practice.
school, but you're kind of back.
Training's already started.
Yeah, you're right.
School.
July is like the summer month.
It is. Naming a pet can be like naming a kid, and the dog daycare and boarding franchise Camp Run-A-Mutt has put a list of the top 20 dog names that they've seen, which brings us to
the Men's Room Top 10. The Men's Room Top 10. The top 10 unique dog names. How about the Border Terrier, who answers to Nick Hill's His Royal Highness Prince Gizmo, House of Gremlin. Fact check me. I dare you.
I think we toasted that dog at one point. That is a true
I was going to say, that's why that sounded familiar. Okay, look, naming your pet is not like naming your kid. Because in the end, right, if my kid said, you know what, F it, let's name the dog Nacho. I go, all right. If you said that about my kid, no.
You're right.
You know
but you know what? For some people, especially if it's like your first pet, the name is important.
That's why I have Rainbow Janet's Hill.
That's a fact.
Yes.
But who named it?
My
kid.
daughter.
There you go.
I know.
You're burned out on caring about names at this point, boss.
It's true. Like, whatever, man. You want to call the Rainbow Janet? Cool.
So they actually do give us the top common names before we get to the unique names. Common names be let's
Max.
see. Have you heard a pet by the name of Jack?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we all know a Milo?
Yes.
I think I've met a Milo.
Yeah.
How about a Sadie?
Yes.
Check it.
I knew Sadie a bulldog, yes.
Feel like
No, my buddy, I have a buddy. His wife's name is Sadie.
Okay.
So you do. Is she a bulldog?
No.
Okay.
She's quite attractive.
How about the very common name Molly? Anybody know an animal by the name of Molly?
My dog's name is Molly.
Riley. Anybody ever met a Riley?
Sure.
Okay.
Human and in dog form as far as the last two.
Yeah.
And Riley can go either way. It could be a dog. It could be a woman. It could be a dude.
Mm-hmm. I've met both.
Same with Bailey.
Yeah. True enough. How about Oliver?
For a pet?
For a pet.
No.
Man, when I was a kid, there was a movie called Oliver and Company. It was about this little cat in New York City. It featured Billy Joel.
Company.
Oh, it was the Cheech Marin dog, the Billy Joel dog. Who else was in that movie?
Wait, Billy Joel provided a voice for
Yes.
it? Really?
He provided a voice and he did sing.
You said
don't even
Oliver
know why I'm
and
interested.
Company, not
And
Oliver and Company.
Doggone it.
My bad.
Featured on a Dirty Big Dummy near you.
I'm trying to think if I met an Oliver, it's a dog. I must have.
Right?
You think so?
That feels,
it
feels
just
like more of a pet name.
Yeah.
Is it weird, though, that there's some human names that just easily transfer to pets?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you rarely, like, you might name your dog Steve, but you did it because it's kind of funny.
Sure.
But the dog Molly, which is my dog, like...
Honestly,
I have a college friend named Molly. She's going to be in town next month. We're going to grab coffee.
The only one
the
of
other
us-
Molly is my dog,
The only one of us whose name I think I've even heard as a dog is Miles.
Miles. 'Cause-
Actually, my friend Lance. He knows a woman, and she has a short little dog named Ted.
No kidding. You've met a Ted.
I met a Ted. Ted does his own thing.
That's what happened with my wife. I was like, I'm Miles. She's like, I have a dog named Miles. I was
Like, great.
This is going to be fun.
We're not going out. Are we?
We both hump pillows.
Yeah. Maybe I should rethink this. Yeah, those aren't pillows.
More common pet names, Penny. My first dog was named Penny.
I know a Penny. R.I.P. Penny.
Ayo.
Penny.
How about that's
for you, bud.
That's a Big
Yeah, I
Bang Theory
know.
joke. Coco. Anybody met a Coco?
Yeah, I've met a Coco.
How about a Buddy?
Yes.
No
Many
buddies.
buddies.
I feel like that's a standard dog.
I always just say buddy to whatever. Like, hey, buddy, how are you?
Yeah, right.
So I call every dog buddy.
Stella. Anybody here met a
Yes.
Stella?
I currently know
Yes, the
Stella.
dog. I mean, literally, the French bulldog I watched for my friend Amanda is named Stella.
I know a dog and a kid named Stella.
How Stella got her tube pack.
Is it? Oh, doggone it. Is it possible anybody here's met a Kona?
Yes.
Sounds familiar.
R.I.P.
Drank one.
R.I.P. Kona.
You know how many dogs in our dead, Ted? Bill, you throw Penny.
They have about an 8-year window.
Yeah.
Lola. R.I.P. Lola.
Yeah,
Sure.
I know,
Yeah.
but again, a
She was a
child
good dog.
and a dog named Lola.
She's what got me over Big Dog. She was a great Dane. She was the sweetest dog I ever met in my life, man. Loved her. Daisy. Anybody ever met a
Yes.
Daisy?
Yes, I had one.
Little Daisy. How about Cooper? Anybody met a Cooper?
I don't
Maybe,
I've met a Cooper, but I feel like that's the dog in the Jeep.
I'm just thinking about
With
Daisy.
a bandana on, man.
Yeah.
That's Yagi.
I miss Daisy.
That's Yagi.
Oh, yeah. Little
My
Daisy.
uncle had a Daisy. Big old pit bull. She'd wake me up every morning.
I always
Lick
feel
my
like
face.
I always feel like Daisy's a beagle.
Really? I feel like Daisy's always a big dog.
Daisy is a
Lucy.
smaller dog, yeah.
Like if people name the dog Thor, it's a Chihuahua. If you name it something like Daisy, it's some big ass dog.
Yeah, you should name, like, if you have a big female, it should be like Mabel or Bertha.
Let's say my uncle Phil,
Hazel.
his dog Daisy, she was so big she would carry around a 2x4 in the backyard.
Nice. More common pet names, Max.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yet again, I feel like fairly standard dog name. Lucy. My cat's
Yep.
name's Lucy.
I used to know a Lucy. R.I.P.
All right, Lucy. How about a Bailey, Ted?
Do I know a dog named Bailey?
Yes.
Now
I knew
do
a Bailey. R.I.P.
Me too.
I know we have a listener named Bailey.
How about Bella? Any
Yes.
Bellas?
Yes.
Right
I know
for you.
Bella.
All right.
Still alive.
How about Luna? Anybody met a
Yes.
Luna? I feel like I've met a Luna.
I've met a Luna, for sure.
And then finally we have Charlie. Anybody know a Charlie?
Not as a
I know a
dog.
Charlie as a dog.
Somebody here says, I have a dog named Gary. I love it.
I love Gary too.
Gary the dog.
Yeah.
Oh, no way. There actually is there's a Mike. All right, cool.
I had a dog. I met a dog, Mac. I thought that was a great name.
Thank you,
Okay.
Belladonna.
It wasn't Max, it was Mac. I was like, Mac the dog. That's cool.
So now we get to the top 10 unique dog names, and they're really in no particular order. This is just the unique dog names that they found. What kind of dog do you think would be Barnaby Jones?
What kind of
Barnaby Jones?
He based on the character, so I will say Bloodhound.
Bloodhound.
Was he a detective or not?
I mean, I don't actually have the facts. I just have the name.
Yeah, it's an old TV show. So Bloodhound or some dog that would assist authorities in something,
but not in the physical element, but in the brain.
Investigative.
Right. Yes, exactly.
All right.
The smelling out of something.
How about the dog?
Maybe it's a rat terrier.
There you go. Little man on the case. Beetlejuice.
Just ugly.
Right?
Just a mutt.
This is that dog that's in the world's ugliest dog competition.
Tongue hanging
like
out.
Your dog.
Yeah, he's not quite that ugly.
He's not that good looking.
He's a more handsome dog than that.
Yeah,
Man, it was his birthday yesterday. Leave him alone. He's 9.
Would you rather have a dog that's so ugly that it can be in that competition, or you're ugly but not ugly enough? Because I feel like you got the worst version of ugly then. Like, you're not so ugly, you know what I mean, that we can have fun with you. You're just ugly.
I'm going to bring him in on Friday. Taryn says that it's bring your pet to work day, so I'm bringing the Brillo pet in.
I was in here when she brought that up. I don't think you should bring him in.
Doggone it. He would have so much fun.
He'd be terrified.
He would.
Somebody has a border collie named Steve. I'd dig it.
There we go. Some more unique dog names. Deputy Dog.
What was Deputy Dog? Was
I feel like that was an actual
hound?
character.
There was.
You know, there was also, McGruff, and he was a bloodhound. Why is it all cops are bloodhounds?
I was going to say more of a hound.
Right. Because the bloodhounds help the cops.
That's what's got to be.
I would assume. It's either that or a shepherd, right?
How about the dog Bubblegum?
Bubblegum?
Bubblegum.
Oh, that dog weighs somewhere. That's a small animal.
Or it's a pit bull.
Yeah, could be. It's got to be one of
Bubblegum. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can have pit bull anything you want. If you're going to stick it on someone, they're terrified.
That's right. We have Mr. Bojangles.
Mr. Bojangles.
Mr. Bojangles.
I feel like
that's a black lab.
I think it's a wiener dog.
It feels like a wiener dog, doesn't it?
I think Mr. Bojangles is a big old dog. He doesn't move fast.
Big
you know what I mean? He's friendly.
Again, he's been alive for 140 years.
Labors. It's like Mr. Bojangles, get over here.
To me, that's back to the bloodhound.
Right?
On the board.
Yeah.
10 unique dog names. We have Cholly.
Cholly?
Cholly. Cholly. Cholly.
Yeah.
How everyone in my family would say Charlie.
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 Are you calling it Charlie?
Charlie.
This one reads weird, but I finally get it. I love this name. This is Barkamedes.
All right.
Barkamedes.
That's a scientist right there. Barkamedes. I'm a fan. 10 unique dog names. We have Moo.
Moo.
Never heard that one.
Ooh, just sounds scary.
That's a Dalmatian.
Is it?
Would be my guess.
All right.
Just the spotting.
The spotting looks like a cow.
Moo.
We have Boss Lady. Boss Lady is a massive female dog.
No, Boss Lady's a Chihuahua.
It's a poodle.
It's a French bulldog.
It's a
French bulldog.
It rules the roost, but it's not a big dog.
See, and I'm going with a Marge type of Boss Lady. Like, you don't mess with Boss Lady.
The smaller the female dog, the more vicious the dog.
Yeah. But this is without a doubt.
Let me ask you guys this. I saw a lady with a small dog at a brewery recently.
Right.
They said no dogs inside. She put it in her purse.
No.
I mean, I didn't say anything, but I was like...
Wait. Did she, close the purse?
That's like giving Cheetos to a monkey, man. You just don't do that.
You couldn't describe somebody to look about... This woman was perfecting a look that was perfected 13 years ago.
Gotcha. Okay. But this is without a doubt the number one most unique dog name that they had found, and it's nice and delicious. Apple Strudel.
What?
All right.
You liked the Swedish Chef from Sesame Street. Or from the Muppets, rather.
That's just a lot to yell.
Apple Strudel. That's a Swedish douche.
Not just a douche.
Traffic in Ohio got a bit of a slowdown due to some extra spicy cheese.
What do you mean spicy cheese?
I got the whole story at 5:50.
Thank you, sir. Headlines are coming up at 5:50. In the meantime, it's going to contest it online for Profile This at 206-421-ROCK.
Nobody likes keeping track of a wallet full of credit cards with complicated rewards categories. And BECU members like Heather don't have to.
With this card, I don't really spend a lot of time thinking about it. I just use it and pay it. It's pretty simple.
Keep things simple with the Cashback Visa from BECU. No more confusing categories, no more blackout dates. Just 1.5% cash back on every purchase. BECU. Power in people. Member compensated for participation. Cash advances and cash-like transactions do not qualify as purchases. Contact BECU at 800-233-2328 for current product and rate information.